we're showing some team. We got a team coming together. Gonna be good. I can't say Nova was into the butt stuff, but actually he was more upset about the shot of the anti-nausea medicine. I don't remember the name of it. It's on the itemized bill, but he didn't really like seem to mind the finger in the butt. But when he was getting the shots, he was not happy and tried to run away, and he was very upset. He did not like.
Our time has come.
But the vet said whatever that is always makes them kind of uncomfortable.
Hogger, hunt them down.
Hogger.
The crusade calls.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if Brightwing still feels good. Just nerf 2 discs. Let's see. Dog anti-nausea shot. What could it have been? It might have been. Yeah, I have to go get the paper to see the actual name of the jug, but it was a fairly large needle and syringe for a dog. And he did say it was like, you know, hold him tight because he's going to be uncomfortable. I liked Deadpool 2. But there is something to be said where Deadpool 1, especially if you're not already a fan of Deadpool, like the comics, so you're kind of like, you only have like a surface level like enjoyment of Deadpool. Deadpool 1 was shocking in a good way. Like, it's so different than the other Marvel movies, the tone and just the, you know, the Deadpooliness of it was so new. And then in Deadpool 2, you're already introduced to all of that. So all of the like delightful surprise is gone because you're already familiar with the Deadpoolisms.
Nice done.
Right. Because I think Deadpool 1, especially for people who, even people who are Deadpool fans and we're ready for it, it's just so different than other Marvel superhero movies. God, DC super movies. But it's just, it has such a different like tone and taste because he's Deadpool, that the first time around it was like this breath of fresh air. But then the second time, you're already used to all of that and you're already expecting all of that. So that feeling of this being so different is gone because you've already seen it at least once. So there's that. I felt that when I watched it. That I liked it and I enjoy it, but it didn't have the same impact as the first one because it's not the first one anymore. And I agree with Anne-Marie because kid sidekicks in movies never do it for me because I don't like kids, so never do it for me. But it was okayly done. It was all right as far as you can get.
Will likely follow.
Shall we tear the enemy asunder?
We will do it together.
I'm still gonna take Hyper Shift though. Even with a nerf, I still think that it's the best on that talent here. I need to use my dinosaur's tail as a tool. My gummy vitamins are stuck to the bottom of the bottle. Now I use the dinosaur tail to knock them loose. Oh, the Juggernaut was great. The Juggernaut was one of the high points for me. But that could be because I'm already a Marvel fan and a Deadpool fan and an X-Men fan, so the Juggernaut is just like delightful. That was great. That's one of my favorite parts. He rips them in half. It's hilarious. Some other people I know that actually I saw the movie with, something they didn't like was the Deadpool being sad in the prison. But as a comic book Deadpool fan, Deadpool being sad somewhere, like a prison, is like peak Deadpool. Deadpool is sad and depressed, honestly, more often than he's anything else. Oh, I tried to cleanse them and died.
Dead again. Oh.
Deadpool is often sad and depressed, and then angry for a little bit, and then funny and cheerful and comically whimsical, and then back to being sad and depressed. So that was like good. Yes, Juggernaut is related to Professor X.
I do not like to do this.
Right, yeah, it's very true, Aphis. Yeah, Deadpool kills himself intentionally fairly often. His whole relationship with Death as a person, Lady Death, started from him just really wanting to die. He got pretty glad. He does it all the time. He'll get better.
Brightwing going.
In the comics, one time he had the Hulk crush him into like down into like atoms, and he still threw back. He'll be okay. He'll get over it. He's Deadpool. If the cinematic universe is similar to the comic book universe, that was only the first of many suicide attempts from Deadpool. Some done out of humor, some done out of necessity, some done out of deep, crippling depression. But yeah. Yeah, you really can't get rid of him. There's a great comic book arc with Evil Deadpool where there's this lady who's obsessed with Deadpool. So when he has like limbs cut off, she like collects them, and she has a whole collection of his limbs in her freezer. And he finds it and is really disgusted with it, so he throws all the body parts in a dumpster. But when they thaw, a bunch of them fuse together into a full Deadpool, because she's got a head, torso, legs, she's got a whole Deadpool in the freezer. And they fuse together into evil Deadpool. And that Deadpool is evil. So then that comic run is about how Deadpool has to attempt to thwart the bad plans of evil Deadpool. Angsty sometimes. Truly cripplingly depressed and filled with sadness other times. Sometimes whimsical, sometimes straight up mean. Deadpool has a pretty big emotional range. He often ping-pongs between I will do anything for money and oh wait, nothing makes me happy. Why do I need all this money? I went to payload.
Brightwing did good thing.
Perhaps the correct talent this time.
Yeah, the different colored thought balloons in the comics are the voices in his head. They didn't really do that in the movie, and that's fine because that might have been hard to do in a movie. But he has two distinct voices in his head telling him to do or not do different things, or just commenting on his trials and tribulations.
Clumsy display. Kill with conviction. You favor me.
one voice is more serious and like, I don't know, more serious, and the other voice is usually sillier and more whimsical. Neither of them should be listened to.
Protect our ally at all costs.
Last time I went with payload, you guys did a fight and died and yelled at me. Three makes it move any faster anymore, does it? I don't remember. Depends greatly on the book farm. Sometimes even he knows he's a comic book character, sometimes he doesn't. Depends on the writer. Sometimes he can teleport through like space, sometimes time and space, sometimes not at all. That really depends.
Thank you, healer. Stop that hero!
We must retreat and renew.
Keep it up! Take this hero down.
So many pings of different places to be and different things to do. What do you want, team?
Sloppier and sloppier.
An excellent strike.
Killing spree. Good.
I am abandoning you guys. Sorry. Do not want to die to this. No. Alright, I could portal in if it looks like... It doesn't look good, but I'm gonna try. Okay, never mind. I wanted to try. Stop trying to kill me with that. It's very rude. Oh, we're both dead. Oh my god. Sir.
Thank you.
You survived.
I am so surprised that went as well as it did. Like, holy shit. That was a fiesta if I've ever seen one, but we're alive!
Yes, we have done a good thing together.
Nice body block. That was really good. I don't want to be here anymore. That cleanse was okay. That was an okay cleanse. I'm gonna actually port onto her too. But she's pretty low and it's like Vala, so she could just disintegrate at any moment. Oh no, get me out of here! No! I don't want to be here anymore. Brightwing, phone home! Me staying to heal Vala, and then me also almost being disintegrated for getting I'm a tiny, tiny butterfly. Oh my goodness, I cannot port in. So, don't expect that. If they say healer wasn't with it, I'm gonna scream because you guys saw what happened to me. Why am I doing that?
Oh, an inadequate sacrifice.
Sit on this knoll. I'm gonna try to cap this. Brightwing is on their way to Brightwing, which is just letting you know I'm trying to cap. I'm trying to cap. If they say healer wasn't with it, I'm gonna scream because you guys saw what happened to me. so close. Please, 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 please make this worth. No! Are you fucking kidding me, that JPEG? God damn it. I can't portal at the moment. I just want you to know I cannot do that, but I can do that. That's about it though. Okay. Like a breath. It was so close. So close. I'm upset. Alright, I'm gonna come in to Vala. Shave off some port time, okay?
Let's go together.
Both lanes have Samurai pushing, but we have a slight advantage because we already have the fort down bottom. But we'll just clear. That's fine too. Clearing is fine. Cleanse was good there. I'm very tired though. I died from the Pyroblast, right? Wrong. Incorrect.
What glorious death. It's done. My wounds are mending.
Big heal. Big.
Worthy of neither.
I know this like she was nerfed a little teeny bit, but it still feels pretty good. Still feels decent.
You favor me, friend.
Well done, healer.
Be healed.
You are friends.
Yes, I will.
Choose
What
a talent.
about magic spit? That was like basically ideal right there. Dodging all of the Kel'Thuzad stuff. So where's magic spit? Here's magic spit. Voila. This objective increases basic attack range by 1.1. Basic attacks against heroes reduce the cooldown Soothing Mist by 6 seconds. Soothing Mist is this. Passive, Brightwing heals nearby allies every 4 seconds. Activates from no sun. I believe the spit only reduces the cooldown of the cleanse, the de-cleanse. I don't think it reduces the cooldown of the heal portion, because the heal is every 4 seconds and the cooldown reduction is by 6, so that would be kind of weird. See that orange bar under my mana? That's the Soothing Mist cooldown. So every time that bar finishes, I pop a Soothing Mist. So you can see when I'm attacking a hero, that bar is not effective.
Again, but slowly and painfully.
It might have been changed when she got the cleanse.
Suitably done.
Yeah, it's really easy to see for yourself. You just, that's her heal, when her heal is gonna happen. So you could just attack a hero and then see if that bar moves faster. To it.
Very well.
Wait, don't leave me here. Thank you. Finally getting this objective. Look at us go. Woo! Woo! We still have a samurai down here with full health. We should push a little. It's nervous because Vala left and Kel'Thuzad is rezzing very soon, so unless we get another pick, we should just ditch, but yeah, we just go.
Thank you, healer.
Because KTZ rezzes, Vala isn't here. That's how we all die. My gun. I don't know if we should take this fight, even if we do get the jump on him, because we're on the same talent here. I'm not really certain it's worth.
Clumsy display.
Well,
Double kill.
3 for 1 at Papa John's, buddy.
Kill.
I know you're sad that you're dead, Arcanus, but that was super worth. That went way better than it had any right to go.
Killing spree. Decisive and brutal.
Alarak is correct. That was decisive and brutal. We traded Arcanus for their entire team. Probably end even. The first one up is Maiev. And Dope.
Smoldering ash.
Got a minion wave right behind us. Yeah, Joe's not even coming out. GG! Look at that! We did it!
Victory, more or less.
Brightwing's pretty good right now. She heck, look, it's me, Brightwing. She just got nerfed, but it was a 2% heal nerf on the level 1 talent, so it's not the end of the world. Her healing output is pretty big. All right. Her healing output is actually pretty large. Oh, thank you, team. And she has a global presence. She has a good point-and-click CC. And even though they did nerf the healing on the level 1 talent, the level 1 talent, here, I'll show you what it is that makes Brightwing pretty good. It's this talent, Hyper Shift, increases phase shift's healing by an additional 8% of the target's maximum health, which stacks with Safety Dust. Brightwing heals all allies with an active Pixie Dust for 75% more. So if you can put Pixie Dust on someone and then shift to them, you basically have an ancestral heal, right? And then the next part of this same talent, Hyper Shift, nearby enemy minion deaths reduce the cooldown of phase shift by 1.5 seconds. You can phase shift more, like phase shift will have a lower cooldown than ancestral and is a bigger heal than ancestral. Yeah, it used to be 10%, now it's 8, and it's still pretty strong. Whiplash!